Welcome. We're diving into From Survival to Structure, focusing on building disciplined, system-driven enterprises in Zimbabwe. The central message is practical. Move from daily hustling and guesswork to systems, clarity, financial discipline, and growth. As outlined in the book by Makiwa Sibanda, the big message is to build something that can survive, grow, and serve beyond you. This journey moves from the stress of survival mode to the clarity of structure mode, and finally, to a sustainable enterprise. Zimbabwean businesses often fail due to a lack of knowledge, systems, and a clear roadmap, not a lack of effort. Our learning outcomes focus on 6 areas: mindset, market, model, systems, money, and growth. We will cover shifting from complaining to creating, researching before spending, building a business model, creating systems, protecting cash flow, and scaling through partnerships and technology. The book's roadmap is a journey from economic awakening to practical business systems. It includes 7 steps: wake up, prepare, become, research, model, systemize, and scale. Remember, the journey is from chaos to clarity, from copying to problem solving, and from hustle to enterprise. Chapter 1 explains how the world has changed due to technology shifts, population pressure, and customer power, creating new demands. The key shift is moving from where can I find a job to what problem can I solve and what value can I create. The future demands enterprise thinking, systems, and impact. The old economy was a linear path from school to job and retirement. The new economy is a value creation ecosystem based on skills, innovation, technology, and multiple income channels. For many, this has led to running side businesses. The lesson is simple: add entrepreneurship to education and learn to use technology to create opportunities. Population growth combined with limited formal employment creates pressure. This is also an opportunity to train a young population to solve problems. Starting businesses out of panic rather than strategy creates fragile enterprises. The solution is teaching people to research, test, price, record, systemize, and partner before scaling. Chapter 2 highlights why startups fail, often due to a missing structure, not a lack of effort. Common failures include a lack of knowledge, no research, poor finance, no systems, weak branding, and no patience. The powerful lesson is that failure must become feedback, teaching you what was missing in the system. Before blaming the economy, audit your business's structure. Rate yourself honestly on business knowledge, market research, financial records, pricing, customer care, branding, systems, partnerships, patience, and a written roadmap. Your weakest score points to what needs fixing first, to move from danger to a strong foundation. Chapter 3 emphasizes that the entrepreneur must become the product. The growth ladder starts with the dreamer and hustler and ascends to the structured entrepreneur, business leader, and, finally, the legacy builder. Before asking how can my business grow, ask how must I grow? A strong entrepreneur possesses 7 inner qualities. Vision gives direction. Discipline creates consistency. Patience prevents premature quitting. Emotional intelligence protects relationships. Integrity builds trust. A learning attitude keeps the business relevant, and resilience helps recovery after setbacks. Chapter 4 insists that assumption is not strategy. Research protects capital. You must research your customer, competitor, price, and location. Before committing resources, test your assumptions with small samples, pre-orders, and pilot batches. Shift from being a copycat to a problem solver. Instead of asking what can I sell, ask what problem can I solve? Every local problem, from a lack of affordable printing to poor records for informal traders, contains a possible business opportunity. However, research must confirm whether people will pay for the solution. Chapter 5 is about building a business model, not just having an idea. A model explains how the business will work, covering the customer, problem, value, revenue, costs, channels, partners, and systems. If you cannot explain your model simply on one page, you are not ready to scale. Chapter 6 promotes building pipelines over daily hustle. A bucket carrier relies on daily effort, but a pipeline builder creates repeatable systems. Systems make the business more reliable, trainable, and scalable. Your pipelines must cover attraction, sales, delivery, finance, stock, marketing, retention, staff, quality, and partnerships. Chapter 7 focuses on the hidden engine of a business: systems. Every small business needs 6 core systems: marketing, people, customer, quality, stock, and money. A business without these systems relies too much on memory and mood, making it unreliable and fragile. Chapter 8 addresses financial discipline, emphasizing that profit is not simply money received. We differentiate between sales, gross profit, and net profit. To maintain financial health, you must separate business and personal funds, pay yourself a planned income, track daily transactions, and price for profit, including all costs and a margin. The envelope method ensures cash discipline by giving every dollar a job before it disappears. Allocate incoming money to specific quote envelopes for stock replacement, operations, savings, owner pay, and growth. This planning reveals whether your pricing and spending habits are sustainable. Chapter 9 stresses that no entrepreneur grows alone. Strategic partnerships multiply capacity. Build a growth network including suppliers, skill partners, referral partners, mentors/coaches, and your community. Partnerships must be structured relationships built around mutual value. Chapter 10 illustrates the journey from an informal hustle to a scalable enterprise. The progression is from hustle to organized hustle, small business, structured business, and finally, scalable enterprise. Structured enterprise begins when the business can be explained, recorded, repeated, and improved. The Zimbabwean Startup Roadmap outlines 10 steps from idea to growth. Do not start with capital alone. Begin with preparation, identify a real problem, research the market, design your model, and test it small. Then, build basic systems, brand and market, control money, build partnerships, and finally, review and scale. The case study of Mak-Insight Solutions demonstrates how to build a service center model around multiple customer needs. By identifying overlapping needs from students, job seekers, small businesses, and community groups, they position themselves as a solution center, driving expansion through packaged services and partnerships. Chapter 13 introduces the Business Blueprint method. A blueprint is a simple plan that turns a dream into structure. It covers identity, vision, problem statement, target customers, value proposition, market research, pricing, systems, marketing, finance, and growth. If a business is not written down, it is easily run emotionally. Business coaching is a structured solution for entrepreneurs who need guidance, accountability, and practical tools. Unlike general advice or informal mentorship, coaching follows the clarity model. Clarify the problem, locate gaps, assess options, roadmap actions, implement, track progress, and yield growth. Zimbabwe needs a new entrepreneurial mindset. Shift from survival to structure. From seeking capital first to seeking knowledge first. From blindly copying to problem solving. From hard work to smart systems. From isolation to ecosystem thinking. And from fearing technology to embracing digital confidence. Sustainable business is built on 5 pillars, not luck. These pillars are knowledge, market, systems, money, and relationships. If even one pillar is weak, for instance, good relationships but poor money control, the entire business becomes unstable. Sustainability requires balance across all 5 foundations. The 90-day implementation plan moves you from inspiration to structure in 3 phases. Days 1 to 30 focus on foundation, defining your offer and starting daily records. Days 31 to 60 focus on control, introducing formal routines like order forms and checklists. Days 61 to 90 focus on growth, packaging services, and building partnerships. Structure grows through deliberate weekly action. This audit helps make the lesson personal. Clarify your product, the problem it solves, and what is currently missing in your structure. Identify one measurable action to fix that weakness within 30 days. The goal is accountability and concrete action. Zimbabwe needs structured entrepreneurs who solve real problems, manage money wisely, build systems, serve customers well, and grow with purpose. Commit to building structure, seeking knowledge, solving problems, reinvesting profit, and building partnerships. Build something that can survive, grow, and serve beyond you. This video is based on the book